What are we going to do with these faded wreaths? Should we throw them away?
Okay, so we've taken our sun-weathered harvest wreath and we've decided to spray paint it with some black paint. And we've taken a little glitter, shook it on our pumpkins, and we put a little iridescent on the leaves to really give it a little flair. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take these adorable props that we bought. We're going to wire them down, hot glue them, and then fill our wreath with ribbon. Okay, so we've selected a few great Halloween ribbons. These colors are really going to pop on this black wreath. So what I've done is I've cut a couple of strips along with a piece of wire. I've made a few already to be a little more organized and lay them out on the wreath, and they're all pre-done. So, but the way we do this is you cut the strips, you pinch them in the center, and then you just wire it down. Twist, and you have that wired down. And those are ready, just like that, to go inside of the wreath. And like I said, I've prepared a few, so you can make this process a little bit quicker. It's always nice to have everything a little pre-done, so you can insert them into the wreath, eyeball it, get a feel for what's missing, and take it from there. So sometimes you may just need one little flare and you put it into the wreath, just depending on the size. In this case, we're going to take two of the little flares we made and we're going to put the two together. Decided to give it a little bit more fullness because we want our wreath full of ribbon. So we're going to go ahead and attach that, twisting it. I'm just using the wire and twisting it to the wreath. Once we've got it all secured, then we'll go ahead and trim up our ribbons. Here's a great idea to add a little fun dimension, just kind of give it that spooky, hairy look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this paper raffia, I'm going to just go back and forth a few times, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, I don't know, do that maybe 4 or 5 times. You can kind of just take a look and decide what looks pretty full. What I'm going to do is cut it, take a wire it in the center, just like we did the ribbon. There's no wire. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to take that and tuck it into the wreath. And once we trim it up, you'll see how it comes to life. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take that and again secure it to my wreath. I am just twisting it with the wire on the back. Make sure it's good and secure. Add that to the center. We'll trim all this out. Now the way we're going to trim this one, we're going to go ahead and pull it up, grab our scissors, and cut at the top. That fun look. What we'll do is we'll attach the other one and then trim all our ribbons up. Okay, once again, you attach it, hold it up, and trim the top. Okay, now what we're going to do is trim our ribbon. So remember, trim at an angle so that your ribbon has flare. Trim at an angle. Go ahead and do that to all of it. Okay, we've put our little bunches of flares in and I've trimmed up that ribbon. What I'm going to do next is for the bottom, I'm going to make these loops. I'm going to just take the 3 ribbons that we chose, pinch them in the middle, and make a loop, just like that. So what we're going to do is go ahead and wire that down and then place that on the bottom, leaving a small tail. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to take that wire and secure it to the bottom of the wreath. I've made one of those little raffia bundles, and I'm going to sit this on top of it. I've decided I think it'll look best if I do one at the bottom, like that, and then I'll take another one and put it on the side. So I'm going to secure that raffia bunch to the bottom, just twisting it around and making sure it's secure on the wreath. And then again, just hold that up, trimming it, and watching that come to life there. On these tiny tails, instead of cutting at an angle to give it a little different, a different effect, I'm going to just fold it in half and cut at an angle, giving it that little V shape. Again, you fold it in half and cut at an angle. And we'll finish all of those off that way. And fold it in half, cut at an angle. And there you go. Simple. Okay, so we have recycled our sun-faded harvest wreath. We spray painted it black, shook a little glitter, applied our props, and added fabulous Reliant ribbon. Here we go, our finished product.